Es que no tengo plata en Play.
Nah, pero... ¿Ah? ¿Ah? Ay,
Bueno, métele que gana el Arsenal. Chelsea, métele que gana, ganas con 10.000. Y es posible, sí. Gordo, ¿me escuchaste o no?
Creo que no.
No te están, gana Bayer. Gana Bayer. Total de goles, más de 1.5 goles. Goles, un goleador. Jugador.
En mi piel que antes intenté esconder, miro diferente. No te voy a decir que las amo, porque la verdad siempre es una lucha aceptarla. Entiéndame, es un cambio brusco que simplemente te toca aceptar. Pero al día de hoy las miro distintas. Yo siempre trabajo en mí, en lo que quiero cambiar, pero ella simplemente no se va.
It was time to get out of there. It seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. And that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity.
Entonces, ¿qué va a apostar por las puntas? Si conseguimos que no sean 30 lucas y no 50, nos llenamos mal de un pancito hablando de eso.
I guess sobriety is relative. It was a goddamn war zone. I had to assume Giovanna and Marcella were out there somewhere. Maybe I still had a chance to get somebody in that family through the day in one piece.
bro, chico. ¿Crees que trato de enseñar a mi perro que me en el orinal? ¿Será que aprendo o qué?
Sí, si te das un premio a cada que lo haga.
Pero hay que hacerle con un orinal chiquito, ¿no? Porque
The place was swarming with cops. They weren't there for
es buena, me va a
as far as
tocar.
I could tell. And I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day.
No, pues como yo armé mi pieza, pues a veces la gana me aquí.
I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna. before somebody put a bullet in their heads too.
Pero bueno.
Gordo estaba diciendo que porque no apuestas mañana que hay partidos buenos. ¿Para qué? No es eso, para que con verdad a Lucas por lo menos en 50.
¿Qué partidos buenos hay?
Juega Liga, hay Premier.
Chelsea.
Me verás. Juega Liverpool, juega Chelsea.
Yo creo que al Arsenal, ¿no?
Y el Bayern, métele que gana el Bayern, que no pegó el... No me digas que gane ya.
Giovanna and Marcella were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work.
¿Quién apagar mi energía? Vamos a ver, Arsenal Brentford.
I'd heard about these raids. Rena-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Anyone was fair game, as I was about to find out.
Mariano de motes así, weón. Mariano de motes.
¿Sabes cuál es? Uy, bro, se da una cuota de 3, weón, ve. A que gana el Arsenal, el Bayern y el Chelsea. Está bueno que le da apoya. Y ya se le queda aseguradita, ¿no?
Claro.
Como que no era imposible que pierda el Arsenal, el Bayern y el Chelsea. ¿Qué dices, tío? Dime, tío.
I'd seen that number before. Were these the same bloodthirsty motherfuckers that showed up after the shootout at the party?
A las 2:30, uy, bro, y eso que juegan en la tarde.
The odds of me getting out of there.
Bro, ¿qué hago entonces? ¿A qué le apuesto, tío?
Sí, ya se le hacen.
Gana Arsenal, Múnich y Chelsea.
Y Madrid.
¿Sabes que al Madrid le va a poner? No, es que, bro, el Madrid viene empatando mucho, ¿viste?
Entonces por ahí le gana a un pata. La oportunidad. Y mete gol a Payne.
If I filled my body with enough
¿Mete
poison,
a quién?
maybe I'd forget
Oh,
I
we can.
added another dead girl to my rap sheet.
No mentira, no, déjalo así.
Ay,
Ah, eso le
subí a
metí.
4.
Uy, ¿cuánto? Métele 10.
10. Serían como 60 y algo, weón.
¿Cuánto da?
Le- Con 10 lucas da 42, 496.
Perfecto.
Entonces gana Arsenal, gana Bayern Múnich, gana Chelsea y Real Madrid gana o empata.
Perfecto.
¿Me meto?
Sí.
Apostar, tío. Ay, Diosito.
Me parece mucho.
Bro, ay, me perdió una sola puesta de play, weón.
Qué bueno.
Ah, no, sí, sí. Perdió una. Pero no se cuenta porque el licor anticipaba, entonces.
Todo mandando a la misma.
La verdad, una cuota.
¿Qué?
Una cuota, la verdad. Por cosas
Bueno.
relativamente seguras.
¿Qué decís?
¿Que a esa? Sí, bro.
Va a ser exactamente la misma, exactamente la misma.
Es muy bueno, la verdad. Ahí en el grupo si chico la quiere hacer, ¿no? Por si quiere tomar inversión, Bro, tome eso como si Bill Gates estuviera diciendo que invierta en
I
Apple,
was
güey.
still alive.
¿Se acuerda?
Not all that happy about it. Why did the
Cuando el
easy way
teniente
out
Agua
never come?
o
I didn't
Forrest
deserve it.
invirtió en una compañía de frutas?
Lo mismo.
Ah, de frutas. Porque eso era una manzana. Confíe, weón. No, bro, como dice un filósofo, weón. No puedes debutar sin primero pasar por la cantera.
No para la considero.
Sí, bro.
Es que decir, man, perdón.
Si salió la hice, bro. O sea, bro, imposible que no.
Man, I was guessing these guys
Ey,
didn't
¿viste? Y es que core anticipado.
spend their spare
Eh,
time studying the
Tiene
Sí,
genetic.
algo buen
anticipado.
core. Buen core
Por eso,
anticipado.
pero lo que te estoy diciendo, que si quieres me mandas 10 lucas y yo hago la mía.
Oh, tío, pero yo no tengo yo no tengo dinero, yo solo los tengo.
Ah, los tenés ahí en el coso de Play.
Sí, sabes.
Ah, no, ya dejado así entonces. O si querés, mira otra cosa, por lo menos hay cosas de. Parece que son
Jesus
chimbas.
Christ, these
Por lo menos hay
bastards weren't
cosas de.
playing games.
En serio, mariquita en la vida. Y se me meten más de 2.
Está quedando en directo que su adicción al juego.
These were the same paramilitary cops I had
¿Qué
seen
importa,
execute
weón?
fools after the failed kidnapping at the party.
Quien
Nasty
lo escuche
business.
y envíe ayuda.
If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he
Cantidad
had
de
a
que,
point.
tío. Bro,
Yo no quiero que
Yes, this was definitely
ella que es
them.
psicóloga, ella que tiene
Jesus
¿cierto que es una
Christ, these
adicción
bastards
psicóloga?
made the NYPD look like Hare Krishnas.
Es una adicción psicóloga, ¿cierto?
Sí es.
¿Sabes que usó una parranda envidiosos? Eso es lo que tienen ustedes.
La verdad es que sí, marica. Una envidia.
Me quieren ver bien.
Uno de los pasos de la negación.
Qué feo, marica. O sea,
Uy, parece.
Caga,
Bro,
bro.
el día que
Qué
nos
rabia,
estamos
marica.
tomando esta plata.
qué rabia, marica. O sea, uno les comparte, weón. Y ahí toda la apuesta,
Bro,
weón. Y me doy.
El día que
Como
estamos
no,
tomando
parcero.
plata, me van a pedir,
Couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else.
Bro, es que la gente no confía en el proceso, weón.
No, no.
Condenado al éxito, weón.
I had no option but to
Gracias,
take the
tío.
scenic route.
Por darme lo que me toca. Bueno, estamos condenados a trabajar en el éxito, weón.
These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. Who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Las que del canal del dique. El mono, en ese momento el mono ya está con las balas de la vida. No contesta.
¿Qué? No, yo estoy aquí.
No acepta el weón.
No, estoy jugando. Estoy jugando.
¿Pero con quién?
Con el clítoris.
Sí, logré encontrar para el clítoris de real.
No, es mentira. No le está
El
gordo.
clítoris es un constructo social.
No está gordo que es mentira. De gordo.
Estoy a punto de jalármela. encontrando el video correcto.
No lo dejes para mañana. O sea,
Marica, me pegaron un pepazo en la cabeza.
Ay, puta, no, porque la otra puta piedra.
Viciados, né? Espero que.
¿Dónde fue Nico?
darse, weón. Es como unas perrotas. Todo respeto, ¿no? Bebecita. Seguro escribí mal, weón. Bro, ahorita hice la descripción del server, bro. Bueno, esta mierda
¿De qué va?
de aquí, bro, del burdel, bro. El estado del burdel. Condenados al éxito, bro. No. ¿Qué es eso, chaval?
También.
¿Tu stream, tío? Pues está aquí estudiando, tío, vamos a ver. No me parece.
Yo no
Te mandé al chat.
Ay, bro, chico tiene el nombre de Bless, weón. O sea que también está condenado al éxito, weón.
It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my
Si hubiera sido
bearings.
llamando a mi amigo Bless.
Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same
Why not?
idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another
Condenado al
reminder
éxito.
that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier. I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan. Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something
En el
felt
fondo de él, man.
In fact,
el
everything
fondo
felt
de él, man.
wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people?
Vamos a ver, 2 a las 5.
Four. None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they
Vamos a ver
were
cuánto es 2 a las 5, tío.
Now
Me
I
toca
had to
sacar la
find
calculadora.
Giovanni
Ay, hijo de puta.
Marcello.
Uy, mierda, que tumbé.
I thought I better follow this bastard.
Y bro, esta mierda, ¿dónde está, bro?
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor.
Ay, coche la silla.
Não. Vamos acabar com essa porra. Cala a boca, sua puta. Vem pra cá.
Here was Giovanna and Marcello. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Leva, viado. Marcelo!
No, sí, weón. ¿En serio? Espérate, ¿dónde?
En el bichada, mano, cada rato.
Ay, weón, sisas. Ay, no.
Bastard.
Mano, ay. Ahí lleva el calvo, Puta calvo, ¿qué vergón o qué? ¿O es que decís? Ah, weón. ¿Era el esposo de esa vieja?
No,
Be okay.
Uy, bro, yo una vez,
Estos son
weón.
más Payne.
le da un culo de matar.
Bro, ¿ustedes han visto Machete, weón? La película de Machete.
Como las...
Que al final, marica, el marica al final se da en una moto deseando a una vieja sin ver.
Sí, cuando
¿Se han visto
entra,
esa escena? Sí, sabes, es que el marica en la moto besándosela y no ve a la carretera y va manejando.
Marcelo,
It's a legendary
Yo una vez me tiré
gang.
la japa con esa escena, weón.
no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killing
pasó?
of
Bueno,
innocent people.
el gordo ha hecho la paga pensando, viendo la...
Estos son los falsos positivos, güey.
Foi um americano.
Bro, ¿usted ha visto la escena de las fiestas de las chichas?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Muy buena película.
Morre, porra. Caralho.
Divertida.
Sí, va para todas las motos.
Contra ele.
Uy, bro, yo pensaba eso, hasta que me la vi.
Deixar, eu mato.
O sea, no caben, tío, no caben, No, las 7 sí caben. Minuto 126.
Casi les impactó esta violencia aquí. Llegan a hacer un juego en Colombia y se desmayan, güey.
After a couple of hours of lying and shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and
Para intentar
Giovanna,
los brasileños,
I knew what she'd
lo
seen.
que le hicieron a
No
su
amount
padre y lo
of
otro le
drugs
hicieron.
or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. The constant shadow of a wasted life. The poor girl had been through enough. We had to find a way out of there. Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and a crew of paramilitary psychopaths want to send you upstairs, my reason the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a couple looking at me.
All right,
Paso said there's a good place to hide in the back.
just try to stay calm. Come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hasta prendida.
I guess this is it.
No, keep going. That's a girl. Here, come on. This way. In here. Just try to stay calm.
192, 168.
I'm
Que
pretty
descansa.
calm. I'm also pregnant.
¿Cómo?
You better be shitting.
Que durmáis todos. Que descansa.
Me and Raul
Todo bien, pa.
Ok,
Descanse, bueno, va a hacerlo en la entrevista, ¿no?
Ajá.
live somewhere away
Ya
from the
hablé con el
shit.
profesor.
I understand.
No olvide la paga, yo.
I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
¿Qué fue, marica?
Just didn't work out that way.
Ya voy a hacer
Sorry
una
to hear that.
El
¿Y
posible.
qué dijo el cucho? ¿Qué dijo?
For you two, I mean.
No, pues que cuadráramos en estos días por la tardecita. O si no, que hacíamos videollamada por WhatsApp y ya.
Eso, necesito que lo más rápido posible. Puede que es lo único. No sé, ¿hasta cuándo hay clase de esa mierda, Andrés?
Hasta la otra semana.
I don't think these guys are
Muy
here
bien.
for your baby shower. Get down.
Vale.
Stay out of sight.
Pero tampoco tan adorados.
Disperse e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina e o americano também.
Le trato de ir de ahí.
Chefe.
Dale, pa. Sí, me da chimba joder al monito, pero es que no. Es difícil, ¿veis?
Obvio, bro.
No sé,
Puedes
pero
ayudar, bro.
estamos.
No, tampoco hacer todo, bro.
Exactamente lo que hice.
Así sea que él haga poco, tío.
No, sí, no, el más. Yo no quiero chingarme con la entrevista más.
Hostia. Hostia. Hostia, ¿cómo está?
Ya, chaval, explota, chaval.
Calm down. Are you out of your mind?
Madre mía, hijo mío,
Vamos pegar eles, lá!
They're going to kill us.
Pues porque tiene audio.
Just wait there. I'll be here soon.
There is
¿Está dormidito, tío?
soon if we stay here. We have to move.
Giovanni, get down!
Oh, no.
Uy.
Oh, thank God.
You okay?
Yeah.
Here, quick. Climb under here. And open the gate from the other side. Quick!
No, claro. Mira, por acá 63, 64, 178, allá.
I can't do this.
A ver, 2. ¿Cuántos bits tiene este? 20, 2 por 2 elevado a la 3, ¿cuánto es? A la 5, tío. Vamos a ver cuánto es 2 elevado a la 4, tío. Y 6 no alcanza. Entonces sería por 5. 5, 32. Serían 30. Ok, ya 5 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plop. Se querían 4, 5, 6, 7. No que ves en el espejo.
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open.
Oye,
¿Por qué dice?
Locked. And there was still the small matter of the traumatized girl sobbing behind the trash can. I had to get this poor girl out of there.
Ah, por Dios.
I needed to get to an army of paramilitaries, and only my face made the front page. More publicity I didn't need.
What's happening? Is it safe?
Ufa.
Oh my God. Max,
Come on.
what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here. This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcelo thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail.
Querían nosotros mirar.
Let's check this. We need to get out of the open. A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
If we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
Ah, tengo claro, uno más. Uno más, uno menos, claro.
Giovanna was a brave girl. She wasn't giving up.
Entonces, ya,
I guess
sí.
that meant neither could I.
Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God damn it! Estão em cima da sacada! Oh no, get down!
Pelo amor de Deus! What now? There's no way down!
Hold on!
Bueno,
Ok, gordillo puta, bueno, ok.
¿ah?
Bueno, qué gordillo puta, bueno.
Can you get through to that next room?
¿Qué quieres, tío?
Yes, I
Mentira,
think
bro,
so.
aquí estoy
Well, that may be our best bet. Go on, I'll
aquí
meet you there.
refrescando unas cosas.
Super set, pa, en serio, pa.
Yeah, don't
Buenos
worry.
días.
I'll find a way through. Just stay quiet and keep down.
Además siempre salió buenos días cualquiera.
Pues tan buenos días, ¿no?
Buenos días.
Bueno, tío. ¿Qué
Todo
va,
bien.
Fabián?
Podemos venir, chaval.
Bien, bien.
¿Qué anda haciendo, pa?
Lo de...
Fortinator,
¿Cómo?
Forchito.
No, no he jugado. Estoy haciendo luz, sí.
Ah, ¿cómo llevan eso?
Tengo que terminarlo. Es decir, 2 vainas y pedazo. Llevo 1 y media.
¿Llevan escrito 1:30?
No, llevan 5 y media. Pero pues estoy desarrollando lo de la adopción y tengo que concluir.
There had to be an easier way out of there than the way I came in.
A mí me quedó como de 9 de contenido y 10 con la bibliografía.
Nosotros también nos quedó aquí.
La biografía no cuenta.
Entonces todo bueno. Muy bueno.
Nosotros cuando vamos a reunir para
¿De qué?
Pero
lo de nado. Digo, no, sí, lo de nado.
El viernes. Al llegar.
Yo creo que va a tocar, weón. Yo creo que va a tocar hacer eso el viernes.
oye, una pregunta. ¿Mañana nos vamos a reunir? Bueno, más
Sí.
por las
Para
tardes.
echar una
Para el de
repasada.
Judy.
Sí, obviamente.
Porque ya en la llamada dijo otras cosas
Sí.
que repasaron.
I was getting good at this.
Gracias.
Viene a chupar.
No, con los 20
Ya.
Ah, mucha loca.
No, no estoy chupando. Que pude ir.
Entendí, tío.
I can't see a way down here
Entendí.
either.
Has to be something.
Oh my God! Look
Brasiño, el juego de esta era. De Auga Brasiño, que el juego de esta era. Una canción, weón, ¿no? Ya. Yo cuando habré escuchado la canción de Brasiño, weón. No me acuerdo. Bro, ¿quién era esa canción de ahí? ¿No te acuerdas? De Brasil, el juego de esta era. Ay, bro, ¿cómo no va a ser un casino, weón? Sí, sí.
Ah, sí, sí, la...
¡Está la menina! ¡Payne!
Sí, 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 un anuncio de casino.
There's still
Tienes
more
razón.
up here.
Panas, yo recuerdo.
Pero ¿dónde aparecía? Sí. Esta era, ya jugaba, sino que el juego de esta era.
¿No te acuerdas de eso?
No, porque veo mucho porno, me parece.
Ah, salía en...
Sí. Es que no digo que todo. Mano, todo es un círculo vicioso, weón.
I'm going to try something.
Porno, casino. Casino, porno. ¿Entiendes? Pero bueno.
It felt
Mañana,
strange
mañana nos
dealing
haremos
with
más
any of this
ricos que
without
ayer.
a lining of scotch on the
Ojalá
stomach.
Dios quiera.
This would have to do.
Dios quiera, bro, como dice una canción, ¿eh? Los únicos días que no puedo brindar son ayer y mañana. Por eso me hago la paja todos los días.
Pero es que nada,
No sabe,
la
bro.
próstata.
Hacer la paja no es. Hacer la paja
No,
todos los
yo-
días. Adicción. Es que no sé.
No.
Que decía
Que no es
lo
adicción,
bueno-
sino es.
que lo bueno es que no
Pues que la
vas
mesa-
vas a sufrir de la próstata.
No, yo me he sentado para verme la paja después de mierda.
Come on, let's get the hell away from here. Go on, it's okay. I'm right behind you.
Brasil, ni el juego
Me
de
dije
esta
para el gordo.
era.
Ay, chimbo, weón.
¿Yo qué? ¿Yo qué?
Cuando perdís la cara del chimbo, weón, vos salís de lo utilizas porque lo utilizas.
O yo.
Ay, yo
Me
me
acuerdo de mente.
compulsivo.
No,
Nosso herói idoso encontrou o esconderijo do Saci, onde
no,
ele mantém sua
bro.
namorada,
Oye, porque yo puse mucho y luego plata, no.
como refém.
Te dejas cosas, tío.
Bueno, es que nosotros. Entonces, quiero dejar muy claro esta lógica. Entonces, yo soy futbolista profesional.
Mas
Es
quando
verdad.
ele não consegue,
Jugamos mucho en sintética y no somos futbolistas profesionales.
ele tem uma
Es cierto.
ideia brilhante.
Pues sí, soy futbolista.
Claro. Luis David, Luis David.
El Luis David del pasado de 11 culió. Que no hay culiador, pues. Dígame, pues.
¿Usted come chomanes?
Me diga eso.
No puede ser gay.
Ay,
Yo juego 8 partidos de fútbol profesional. No. Yo juego 8 partidos normales y por eso no hay futbolista profesional, tío. Ahí está, bro.
Me parece justo.
Obvio. Bro, mire paqueta, weón, paqueta. Apostador y masturbador.
Paqueta así el man que yo. Cuando quiero ser grande, quiero ver como paqueta, weón.
No, no.
Futbolista profesional, weón, soy apostador.
Acá cuánto es sano hacerse la japa.
pregúntale a Google.
Bueno, voy a preguntarle. A ver, ¿cuántas pajas se
Ortiz, ¿cuál es la
consideran?
temperatura apropiada en el que puede estar una pesepa?
No sé, depende de lo que estés jugando, ¿eh?
No depende de la refrigeración.
¿Qué es lo aceptable, no?
Pues yo no sé, bro, pues es que te cuento, tío. Por ahí que 60, 70 grados. Pero también eso depende del juego, ¿no? Si por ejemplo vos estás jugando un juego Payne y tenés de puta mierda a 80, 90 grados, pasa algo. Sí, entonces tienes que estar pendiente de eso, tío. Vean, factores a considerar para determinar si la paz es un problema. Compulsión, si sientes una necesidad imperiosa de masturbar y te cuesta controlarlo incluso sin estar excitado. A mí no me pasa eso. Impacto en la vida diaria, si la masturbación te quita tiempo que deberías hacer en otras actividades como trabajo, estudios o tiempo de familia, amigos. A mí no me pasa eso. Aislamiento social. Si prefieres hacerte la paja en lugar de interactuar con otras personas o tener relaciones íntimas con la pareja, a mí malestar emocional. Si experimentas sentimientos de culpa, enojo o ansiedad, bueno, es así me pasa. Uy.
Our day had started with us hiding in
¿Qué
filth
pasó?
and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to
Aislamiento.
form.
No, malestar. Sentimientos de culpa. Bro, pues a veces no. Yo no le da culpita cuando se hacen la japa.
¿Cuál era
Ahí me dan
el primer punto que leíste?
compulsión. Se siente una necesidad imperiosa de masturbarte y te cuesta controlarlo, incluso sin estar excitado.
Sí, no lo escuché.
Ya. Intento de pararse, intento dejar de hacerlo, pero no puedes.
La mano se mueve
Bro, a mí, lesiones físicas, si la práctica está pasando lesiones verías en el... A mí me pasó una vez, pero sí estaba muy compulsivo, bro. Yo me acuerdo que me tiraba 8 o 10 en un día, güey. Así,
Should we wait
horrible.
here for pasos?
No, it's not
Ja,
safe.
bro, si los juegos que yo terminaba, güey, ja, tenía sentido, bro.
Le haría polvo.
Bro, y a mí una vez como si me hubiera raspado la rodilla, me peló Terry, weón.
Quiet.
You're the one breaking in.
Sí, sí,
Terrible, tío.
¿Así se
You're the
llama?
one breaking in.
sí, así se dice Terry, weón. Que me peló, weón. Y yo en vez de pagar, weón, me quité eso y la hice más duro, weón, para que me ardiera. Estaba chiquito, tenía como 17 años.
The door.
¿Cuántos años? Era un niño.
Yo era un niño, bro, solo tenía 10, bueno. Solo era junio, weón, tranquilo.
Este
¿Qué
niño.
hacer si crees que tiene? No lo sé, tío. ¿Qué tienes que hacer si crees que hay un problema? Busca ayuda. La frecuencia no lo es todo. La masturbación es una actividad normal y saludable. El enfoque no debe estar en la cantidad, sino en cómo se efectúa, en tu bienestar general. Pero yo, o sea, yo me hago la japa, pero yo me la hago bien, o sea, ¿entiendes?
¿Cómo así?
O sea, bro, bro, mi japa no dura un minuto, ¿entiendes, bro? Yo me controlo, bro. Que yo estoy ahí, tin, y paro, y así sucesivamente, weón. Hasta que por ahí que 15 me... ¿Ah?
¿Cuánto es el promedio?
No, bro, yo duro buen tiempo, ¿ves? Pues yo no sé, yo les he contado, pero... O sea, mínimo más de que 8 minutos. Yo creo que más. No, es que bueno, yo los veo como si fueran TikTok, digo, yo voy viendo y el que no me va gustando lo voy quitando. ¿Entiendes? Y así. Una vez me cayó en la boca, weón. Qué locura, weón. Mira, dejo hacerse la cosa es peligroso. Brasil, el juego era me jugó Brasil. A la cara. Betty, ¿ustedes ya que se fueron al semestre o qué jolines?
Sí, ya casi.
18.
Solo falta entregar maricadas.
Yo también, weón, tengo que entregar que 2 trabajos finales, un video de una presentación.
Muchachos, ¿ustedes conocen a un Benachi Parra? ¿A un tal Jorge Benachi Parra? Me acaba de mandar 1 millón de pesos.
No jodas.
No, que está bien mal, no. De todos modos, es mucha plata, de todos modos. Mandó 180.
Pal plus, papá.
Bro, dados como
Oiga,
dice
no.
para 1.800.000.
No, es que me salió el mensaje, Lo abrí yo
Pues
me azaré, weón, yo vi mucho pero ahí.
espera que te siga WhatsApp.
Manda captura.
Si es, o de pronto tu papá le habrá dicho a un amigo que te envía tu NEC un dinero que debes o algo así. No, pues no sé, weón. El weón marica está comprando los poderes, weón, y confundiendo el número.
Pero no me escribió nada.
Entonces todavía no cayó. Bro, si lo bloqueé. Bro, ¿sabes que eso es ilegal hoy en día?
No, si se lo
Quedarse con... No, sí
No,
lo que...
obvio. No, yo no voy a estar con eso, yo solo estoy diciendo. Último
No,
idioma,
pero
no.
pues yo digo... O sea, que tiene que ser el resto de Luca, pues. O sea, tampoco te van a mandar por... sin Luca. Bro, y de ahí aposta eso.
Pal plus.
Le decía a ese cucho a cucho. Usted me dio 150 y yo le voy a devolver 8.500.000.
Tu adicción al juego es terrible.
Es que lo más
Sí, a mí me
gonorrea,
gusta mucho el fútbol.
es que lo más gonorrea, marica, en este momento exactamente está intentando pasar al Neki porque dije, no, esa mierda que hicimos ahorita está muy buena, papu. El gordo. Está intentando pasar. Ay, güey.
Eso, pal plus.
I'm here. It's okay.
Tan raro, marica. Y no nos ha dado cuenta seguramente.
O de pronto...
¿Eso puede pedir reembolso o no puede pedir reembolso?
No, porque Nicky dice claramente que se asegure que lo mande bien a la persona.
Driver shoot, sister. Right now,
Realmente
I
se
reckon I'll be
equivocó
better at
o
this shoot.
está muy dormido con el número,
We can
pero
do this.
en primera no
Pues,
puede hacer nada porque es una
Yo cuando fue, porque me...
I give you the word. I want you to slam it into gear, full on the
¿Cuándo
gas.
fue esto?
Drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready?
180.
Go.
A las 2 de la tarde de 180 minutos.
Ah, no.
Ah, joder.
Ya va.
De la chiparra, de ahora.
You're doing fine.
Oh my god!
Try to stay calm.
De hecho, esa es la chiparra. Y ni siquiera me escribió, mira.
Keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Just keep your foot on the gas.
No sé. No, mano, no estoy entendiendo que no.
Try to keep it straight.
Voy a quedar con eso, güey.
Yeah, I see it.
No se ven así.
A ver, veo.
80 Fox.
¿Me mandó a dónde? Ah, ok.
¿Será José Arbey Benachi Parra?
José Benachi Parra. 2 de noviembre.
Del Cerrito.
2. Los pal plus, pa.
¿Cuál plus, weón, el del Play?
Alcanza por los dos.
Cuidado. Las ven a chiparra. Las vapor. Pantalones en la vista.
Try to stay calm.
I can't do this, Max!
Y a las 2 de la tarde. Vamos a contar mañana mi papá. No sé. Marica, me han enviado el foto, ¿no?
What?
Sí, fue como apoyo de todo.
Hold on!
We're okay.
Ah, pues yo creo que sí terminó porque me apareció ahí
Vale.
que me ha mandado, la vez que me pidió el coso del número para mandarme plata, se llama Santiago Benachi, el gustado, entonces sí, seguramente eso
Get
es.
up to the roof of this building and get
Mano,
Había
compra una
aparecido.
bucana, weón, y pone a perder a los dos.
jump. Go!
No, hombre, decímelo a mí. Pero sí me agarré 10 luquitas de eso, ¿viste? Sí, mamá, con los de Play, muy buenos del coso. No, es que sí, uno gordo que está muy cool, weón. Ahorita pierde el Madrid y ya acá lo veo, no me. Bueno, pues ya lo que Dios quiera viendo y joder. Chao. El fin de semana pasan cosas. Le cuento una bucana más. 64.000.
I was just about to run to the roof when
64
my
más
savior
64,
and
hermano.
friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for,
24
decided to leave without me.
28.000 pesos.
¿Cuánto?
128.
Imagínate, no alcanza para la salchipapa, weón.
Boy, Max! Get in! Quick!
No, no creo que yo, no creo que marica tan marica de ver que dice un número
That bastard just
y
flew
diga
off.
así, ¿sabes?
After
Yo no
everything
creo.
I've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Claro que sí.
No, mentira, o sea, me acabo de acordar de una vez una
Yeah,
estúpida que
Raúl
mandó 4 millones
Passos.
sin querer.
I know. I thought you guys were very
Otro.
close.
El otro
We
juego.
were.
Y lo del arriendo.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Qué
Jesus.
mío.
Sí, y me conozco muy bien la estúpida
worked
esa,
for Rodrigo Blanco.
Yeah, so?
So,
que es hermana mía.
did you get paid by Victor?
Yo sabía.
Victor,
Me lo
no.
presentí.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know, maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy.
Mía. Mamma mía, mamma mía, mamma mía, le pegó. Somebody kill her. Somebody kill me.
Some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
son. Nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me? Alfredo Morchat.
Sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saúde!
Oh. God, I gotta quit drinking so much. I'll give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax. I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen.
Pasa si hijo de puta efectivo que me manda un palo, weón. Ni que hubiera mandado lo que yo al 800. ¿Qué pasa, weón?
I'm kidding again! Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know?
Yo creo que me muero.
Safe with you guys.
Yo tengo que otra cosa.
Real safe.
¿Qué?
That's great.
Denle el celuco automáticamente. Denle mi celuco automáticamente.
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in
Yo no
Montauk.
sé, no, es el mono. De puta.
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got
Lo
so
meto al no.
wasted.
Lo meto al no. Hay un tiempito. Este es que lo meto al no, que me crezca.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Good. Not good. Bad.
Yo no, mano, chico, decir que lo meto al no.
Now, I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single,
Pero
eh?
me deja, eso me tenía el nuevo, es un cachai. Me crezca un tiempito.
She doesn't want to know it. Fuck her.
¿Qué
I mean,
tanto?
could you believe that shit?
¿Y qué más queda?
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead, lay off the yayo, eh? Pasos. Walk with me. Yeah.
What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But have him smile a bit more, you know? Because life is good! Where's the truck? It's coming, eh? Soon.
Pasos. I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
Muchachos, buena
Pregunta acá.
¿Por cuánta plata ustedes meten un cactus por el culo?
¿Cuánto tienen en el
Tiene el Neki.
Bueno, pues yo te cocino en Neki, pero usted me cocina el cactus. Sí, me parece. Yo tengo 100 lucas y 20 lucas por el pasaje. Entonces usted me dirá dónde consigo el cactus, weón, y qué tan grande.
Yo consigo
Pero no tengo más.
20 lucas y voy caminando. Y vuelvo.
Sí, sabes, weón. Y pues también me falta el lubricante porque
Yo,
no sé
bueno, a mí me
qué.
encantaría un video de que es que me daría un beso con una tra por 120.000 pesos. Que uy, perdón, es que yo lo haría, mano, que no tengo plata.
la necesidad vertida?
Mano, lo juro que yo no tengo plata.
La necesidad mata al gato. Sí, bro, como acá ya regalado el huevo con trinchera,
¡No
weón.
hay nadie aquí! ¡Esta también está vacía!
¡Ay, hijo de puta!
I had to save some valuables.
Acaba de decir parce.
Sí, lo digo, qué chingo.
¡Mátenlos a todos! ¡Sisas, huevón!
Sisas, huevón, ¿escuchaste?
Sí.
Chimba. Sisas, huevón, dijo. Sigan hablando, por favor. No los voy a matar. Marica. No, para el que voló esto sí sabía lo que hacía.
¡Vamos! ¡Levántese! ¡Todos mantengan la calma! ¡Todos
Qué chingo.
¡Necesito ayuda! ¡Nadie jode con nosotros! ¡Prepárate a morir! ¡Pero mierda! ¡Por favor! ¡Ayúdenme!
Va a bailotear en la disco emborracha natural.
Qué chido.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow. I had a way of making any space my own. The room belonged to Passos, my partner in crime. Or maybe someone else's. The bed was made. I could only guess that Passos was upstairs in the thick of it, whatever it was. Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Hostia, tío, ya he entendido, tío. Joder. Joder.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
¿Ves tiempo? ¿Ya sabes qué va a hacer de regalo?
¿Sí no es para más tarde?
Sí, es para más tarde.
Sí, yo lo compré.
Certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour.
Yo en la mañana, más tarde en la mañana. No, no madrugar. Por ahí voy a las 11 por ahí. Yo sé cuál. Bueno, ¿verdad que usted con nocturno?
Obvio. Bueno, depende, yo se me hago la pan en la tarde.
Pero eso es hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¿Cómo?
Los que dicen carechimba y todo, ¿dónde están?
Carechimba.
Hostia.
Bueno, están... ¿Hacia estás ahora?
No, acaba de llegar, ¿qué pasó?
Que los mancitos aquí dicen marica, huevón, carechimba, parce, todo eso. Está yendo
Vale, sí. Los parceritos que... Los ositos, los cariñositos, la manera de vamos. Y después vamos con el nombre de aquí. Negocio barato. Chao, el lado, mírame.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day
89-30.
How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
Vamos a bailotear.
I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
Carechimbas.
I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Tranquilo, marica, que está en buenas manos.
Marica. Me encanta.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed. While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them?
¿Qué te pareció? ¿Qué te pareció? Bueno.
Goti, pa, Goti.
Pues la historia mejor que el 2 no está. El Max Payne 2
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
No hacer un parcial, entonces aquí haciendo el repaso. Simplemente eso. Un sao. Ahora, el otro día casi me coló una MILF.
¿Y qué pasó? ¿Despertaste?
No,
I didn't like to think what
no,
was
yo estaba el día que jugar allá, aquí a Fertil Valle, ¿verdad? Estamos jugando con el hermanito de Chacham. Y apareció otro niño ahora y comenzamos a jugar un partidito. Y cuando me fui, bro, la mamá me sonrió. Me dijo hasta luego.
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
Ah, qué va, bro. Pero eso no quería mentir, ella quería probar mi pequeño pene, güey.
¿Tu micro pene?
No, mi minúsculo, güey.
The guys up ahead were dealing with passengers
sabe?
and the rest of them.
Una buena MILF,
Realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the
Son los
sharks.
del LN,
Seguramente. Ahorita sale uno que diga.
puta Goti, no, ya es mi. Si pasa eso, ya es mi juego
Yo les
favorita, güey.
voy a mostrar el Goti. Porque lo que vamos a hacer hoy en Colombia. Hacer transformar la cultura de capital.
¿Qué? ¿Qué dijiste?
Neuron Activation.
A mí no me gusta pagar por amor, porque yo creo en la vida nuestra de conseguirnos una mujer completa y si se puede con 20 centímetros de más. ¿Quién soy yo? Pegarme de esa transformación, de esa orgía, de esa profundidad amatoria.
20 centímetros de amor.
Con 20 centímetros más de amor. Colombia sería una potencia
Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcelo was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it.
Ya lo conocí. Obvio.
The boat was well awaited.
Puta, aquí no hay nada. Mira si güey, puta lo que dices, que güey, puta, aquí no hay nada, mal parido, güey. Estoy como un niño ahora, parce.
Miguel,
Uy, mira eso, ahora que hoy lo vi, güey.
Ay, voy a rejugar tantas veces esta misión.
Ahorita es que cómo llama la misión. Que llaman los 12 apóstoles.
Verdad, yo no he visto cómo se llama.
Other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal,
La misión se llama hermanito. Vamos a tocar eso, mi vida.
Y parce, donde salga Uribe, Dios santo.
Ahora que nos complicaste todo, Dios mío, yo que le voy a explicar a la fiscalía.
Debe decir Max Payne, algo con Max Payne.
No puedo creer. Ese mal parido de más Payne, ¿quién es más? Está por allá, yo buscándole que chuzar el teléfono y el que más people, yo le dije, me está information, y yo qué vas a ver, Dios mío. Marina, Valeriana, estoy estresado, no estoy viendo, no entiendo. Esta transformación, ha generado un completo. No puedo creerlo, Dios mío. Y llega un marica, así solamente conoce. Dios mío, hombre, jefe, jefe. Jefe, hombre, jefe. Usted sabe que uno pida, jefe. Ese solamente lo escuché una vez y no lo escuché de él, lo escuché de Vargas Vila haciendo él, pero no.
¿Vargasville?
Tío, si es Vargasville haciendo X, no hay de quién. Sí, hombre, patrón, usted sabe que yo le dejo todo lo que hombre, usted sabe.
Oye, una pregunta. ¿Soy algo que escucha se veo como entrecortado?
Sí, yo lo escucho.
Hombre, pues se está perdiendo una belleza, hombre.
Parece que le está haciendo la voz, está así vestido, ¿no? Como este acá.
Una vainita que él así con camuflaje con eso. Así, y le pasa como. Hombre, uno. Este man, ¿qué le pasa a este man, hombre? Por Dios. Jefe, usted sabe que yo necesité. El digo, María, ¿cómo es? Por Dios, cámbiese, vale. No nos mate más. Usted sabe que lo que yo estoy haciendo desde la y desde la por favor, perdóneme la vida. Imagínese que usted le quita la luz al centro democrático. Pero imagínese otra. ¿Qué sería nosotros? ¿Qué sería el pueblo colombiano? Bueno, yo creo que la candidatura de Velasco que gana el uribismo este siguiente año es que maten a Uribe, weón. Marica, yo te lo juro, weón. Estoy totalmente seguro que sí, por alguna. La única forma de que pueda en serio, marica, ganar el centro democrático con la gente que tiene en este momento es que Uribe, weón.
No, madre.
No hay idiota, marica, no hay. O sea, mano, yo estoy viendo una chimbada ahí y me parece ridículo.
Mira lo que ya acá se veo.
They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Oye, Checo, un pureto, Checo.
Bro, ¿estás en Cuba? ¿Dónde estás?
Panamá.
Ay, mira.
Por eso es que están diciendo todas esas palabras, marica, todo eso. Increíble el doblaje, bueno, está re bien hecho.
Hermano, $1.
Este marica más gringo que Trump.
Mira, man. Voy aquí, coño, tu personaje era calvo.
Estará recordando. Flashback.
Mira, man. Mira, chico.
¿Sabes qué quiero, mano? ¿Sabes qué quiero? Creo que quiero hacer un comunicado en acá la propiedad pública, pero con la voz de Uribe.
Ah, por favor.
Yo creo que sería nada. All people.
Voy a practicar.
Hey, people, my friend. Here's the communication. In the transformation on the.
Yo me acuerdo para nosotros viendo todo ese documental ahí todo trágico cuando iba dando inglés.
Y parece que uno ruego.
Le quedan 2 semanas en la propiedad pública.
Creo que le queda una misma.
No,
Creo
el
que este
18.
viernes. Creo que este viernes vemos.
The pirates wouldn't
No,
get
el 18, cuando se entreguen los últimos trabajos.
Porque también para que traiga los últimos.
¿Por qué qué?
Porque tienen que esperar con el. ¿Sabes?
Porque ese es el fin de la era. Así empezó la monarquía.
La canción esa de Uy, el Paisa.
No estoy ansioso de veras. De llegar.
Ahí está el enemigo, apriétalo. ¡Te vas a morir!
And the band played on. I had to save some valuables.
Marica, es que en nivel 28 y compró la fábrica del este. Marica, está como cosa rara. Está como en malos pasos.
No.
Estoy viendo a mi mamita, me acuerdo.
Pero que tan duro se la meten a Ari Gameplays, weón.
No sé, pero qué rico. El que sea, qué rico está el gameplay.
Ah,
O sea, el gameplay
no,
no
Ari Gameplays.
Alguien me tiene un cuerpísimo, weón. El HP, weón. Esta me parece está muy rica, verdad.
Sí.
Me sorprende lo que quiere salir, la verdad. Me maneja la mía. Thank you.
¡No me matarán, hijo de puta!
Pero me recuerda que teníamos.
Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this
¿Me
festival.
mataron? ¿Verdad? Porque hablan unos panameños porque hablan así.
Porque obviamente la guerrilla es como la que se hace en Panamá, mis huevos.
Para negar el lugar de Colombia es donde su sangre brota. Y nunca mejor dicho.
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
Algo como pito de viejito recién pagado.
Ahí pero me da mucha gana la paja, güey.
¿Pero qué dije el viejito?
No, bro, pues que... No, bro, pues que hace maricas. O sea...
Pues ¿por qué?
No me meto en Twitter y... Pero sabes que... Listo, uy, bro, Twitter es increíble.
¿Qué viste? ¿Qué viste?
De siempre, bro, polnito.
Como la sopa.
Uy, bro, cuando acabe ya está este semestre, va, uy, bro, este mousepad está, weón. Bro, puedo escribir aquí un libro completo, weón, de lo cochino que está.
Que no ahora viste más, cabrón.
Ah, ¿por qué?
Marica.
Yo en el computador yo no hago nada. Bro, además vos sabes que yo tengo un individual en mi mesa para comer.
Maybe there was something on the bridge.
Por cuando mi madre, bro, ¿sabes qué está pasando, weón? Mi mamá ya no me quiere, weón. No, weón, antes me traía el desayuno a la pieza. Ahora me toca ir fuera de la cocina. ¿Mm? ¿Se puede creer eso, weón? Este bebé de 18 años.
¿Qué es,
I spotted Passos and Marcelo.
Marica, no tiene piernas, pues.
No, si no, weón. Ella tiene que ser consciente.
¿De qué? ¿Tienes 18 años? Antes debería hacerte desayuno vos.
Ella hoy lo tiene que hacer, tío.
No, vos es tuyo.
No. Buen chiste, buen chiste, buen chiste.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Bro, yo cuando le hago limpiar, weón.
See, I didn't think Passos was a bad guy.
Yo me encierro con pana de verla y ya. Le limpié ya. Aunque me duela dejar a Manuela. Uy, Dios, qué culote. Bro, Luis, abajo le metes agresión. La que tiene. Ajá. Esa es usted, bro. Ah, bueno, yo creo que ellos no la conocen.
Sí, yo sé quién es.
¿En serio? Bueno, metes.
Sí.
Chico, no, chico, para que yo pregunte, no la conoce. No, de una pelada.
Mostralo.
Ok, bro, porque se lo dicen, Yo hice boom. Nada.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Irán descubre un importante yacimiento de oro en el este de Jorasán con más de 71 millones de toneladas de mineral de oro. Bro, ahora Estados Unidos se da cuenta, bro, y les dice que están fabricando armas nucleares, bro. ¿No? Oye, ¿para qué oro? ¿No hay que les guste mucho la cadena o qué? Uy, bro. Me regalan un poquito de oro, tío.
That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch. I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land. There was probably a control console behind the desk. Fancy seeing you here.
Hermano, ¿se acuerdan la conversación que tuvimos que dije que la pelada de Raymond me volvió un huevón?
Sí.
Me acabo de bloquear y me acabo de seguir.
My own private welcoming party.
Me serio, socio.
No, rarísimo.
There was still work to be done. Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter, for what it's worth.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
¡Hostia!
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street.
Uy,
You think he has
marica,
easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I
Joder,
think
ese
Marcelo
se dedicó en otra.
have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because
Vamos a
there
ver,
it's easier to
antes
launch.
138, 64, 32,
The other two,
16, 8, 4, 2,
were always
1.
financed by his brother.
38, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4,
He gets everything. The other two,
1.
not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's
Everybody's
an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in
pasa,
such
mi
terrible
amor?
circumstances. A true
16.
patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo.
Nothing.
He was surrounded by more money and more poverty
A
than
lot.
his tiny little head can handle. You think
Oh,
guys like that can't be
posible.
bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich
Exacto.
family.
Ojalá 11.
You.
2046.
The American, running around, acting like the action hero, killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
that ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Últimamente,
Let's take a drive, Max.
aquí queda
Wanna do
como
some good?
21.
Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela.
Radcast, dice
Some of my
Red, nuestra
officers
manera de verlo.
say a bus drove off some
Red,
captives,
nuestra manera de verlo.
It did, I saw it.
but no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed him off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard.
Ah,
It isn't
but-
a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place.
¿Quién, Petro?
A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
Casi, pero no.
It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Imparable. El intocable. Bueno, el pito viejito.
¿Cuál es ese? ¿El de que agarre de primero en varias cosas?
No sé. Completar el 17% del GTA 17.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. I hadn't slept in days. I needed something to keep me going. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
El muchacho ya llegó al baño.
O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho. Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui. Porra, a mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada.
Claro.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção!
Buen punto, tío. Ah, como que cheiro. A las 9. Ok, tú. ¿Cómo?
Armas em posição! Atire pra matar!
Ya vi fueron también, parece.
Jesus.
Que me falta de respeto, tío.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication.
10-24, 10-26.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in a mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Ya entendí. Entonces, Guillermito, sí.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
Sería broadcast bien.
There it was, the soundtrack to my life.
Repasando, tío. Algo que llama direccionamiento
For a few
IP.
seconds came harmony. Finally.
Going on here? How much do you want?
Para
What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you.
Uy, mano, yo pensé que ya volví. Pensé que esta mierda
What have you been doing? I have a lot of money.
solamente pasaba en Colombia. En Reino Unido, weón.
Lots of money.
La jueza, como eso,
I do important research. Please.
obligó a pagar 125 de labor social porque el man había atropellado una pareja de ancianos y a su nieta de 2 meses y la ha matado, weón. Los mató los tres, o sea, los mató los tres. Y le expuso a pagar a la jueza 125 horas de labor social. Y el papá de la niña, y el ancianos, le tiró una silla y lo puso a pagar 190 horas y 2 meses de prisión. El marica, lo único que dice es: ojalá que después de lo que voy a hacer me toque solo pagar 125 horas.
I had bigger debts to call in.
A mí adivinar que los atropelló es un inmigrante.
No, un man blanco.
¿Los dos?
No, se ve culo blanco, se ve culo de hombre blanco privilegiado. No, se ve más inmigrante el man que le tiró la silla.
Pero tienen la
Even I could guess what demolisal meant. That building was condemned
Si
in
hubiera sido
more ways
blanco,
than one.
tendría 120.
Qué gonorrea, mano. Qué gonorrea, literalmente, qué gonorrea. Parece que solo me paga en Colombia. Me parece lo más de todo que ese marica mande a matar a Jacucha.
Uy.
Qué pena, pero weón, qué pena esa, weón. O sea, también mandar a matar al marica ese, uy, pero pues yo creo que principalmente a la cucha.
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole
Una
to the
jueza
ground.
que con
So I decided to put some of their
es más culpable que el que mató.
use.
Pues que dicen pelados, ustedes que son más amorosos que yo.
Repetime.
De verdad estaba concentrado y no.
¿Concentrado haciendo qué?
papá.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats come out of their holes.
Pero 2.6 16.1 120. Ay, de verdad que uno menos. Ahora con 60 hosts, todo tu lleva la.
Bueno, ustedes sabían que esa mierda de que cuando que te le das un riñón o te... es una cosa solamente que pasa en las películas, porque no es rentable ni es médicamente posible hacer una cosa de esas.
¿Qué cosa?
Pues digamos que a vos te secuestren, digamos que vos como que te emborraches, te cuando cae una piroba y te durmas y sin un riñón o sin un órgano. Eso no es posible, weón. Literal, weón. La única forma de que un trasplante de una cosa así sea posible es primero que ya tengan investigado un tipo de sangre y tus antecedentes. Y segundo, para poder que pase, que para poder que sea lo más adecuado. Realmente que a vos te duerman y el marica al lado de la cama esté haciendo la cirugía. Ponerle el riñón, no no es intercambiable. ¿Te dan eso, Lucas? ¿Te dan eso?
Pues, bueno, pues sí tiene sentido, ¿no? Pero pues nunca me había puesto a reparar eso.
Pues ni tanto porque pensé que en cuanto a los implantes
no, porque tiene que ser congelado de una manera y que yo no encuentro. Y es muy complejo. Además, si lo congelan automáticamente, eso por lo de congelado es porque el cuerpo automáticamente se enfría un poco a poco, porque de todos modos si mete el órgano literal así a recién salido y pone una hielo, va a terminar dañando el órgano.
O que no lo puedo vender para comprarme
No, si lo puedes vender, pero la cosa es que lo tenés que vender a una clínica donde automáticamente te lo meten a vos y lo pongan a la otra persona, automáticamente.
Porque si no, me pierde.
Y yo, no, pues se pierden
Any time I bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Y toca el boy, puta de maestro marica. Este huevón que me mandó la 130 lucas, se equivocó que me mande por ahí 1.000.000. Que el señor me lo pide, ya me estoy bajando, se me lo pide, puta. Meto 20 lucas al mes y más lo invierto.
¿En qué?
De play, hombre, más.
No sé, de red, tomarlo.
A ver.
Pero no, porque estaría orgulloso de mí, ¿no?
¿Vuelves a andar?
Es que como no tengo emociones, lo único que me divierte.
Ok.
Negro. Pues ahora necesito externo, dopamina externa, y la única dopamina externa que tengo es eso.
Ok.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot?
También externa,
See what
tío.
this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
You porra que tá
Nunca
acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the rebels. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
Contando mal, es 29.
Fucking tried.
De 132 más 132. 132, 25,
You think it made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs.
32 menos 1, 199.
Oh, so people can sell their livers,
99,
their hearts, their eyeballs. You're insane, you sick fuck.
136,
We kept people safe in the city.
193,
Decent people.
172, 135,
I know a lot of
16, 198.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
¿Sabes qué? Me gusta mucho de GTA, weón. El NPC siguen vistiendo como parece, weón. O sea, yo me estoy vistiendo así, literalmente como viste la gente ahora así, con sus lejito, chipa, los jeansitos así, todos anchos y con cosas, ¿no? Y melo. Pero la gente sigue como en el 2013 con su camisa apretada, sus pantalones también apretados de colores, güey. Su sombrerito y la gafita, güey. Se ve tan antes del Mundial 2014 que me gusta eso. Hubiera quedado todo atrapado en el tiempo. No, digo que la moda era, es que la moda era esa muy rara, güey. Eso. ¿Qué pasó, pa? Oh, puta.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Bueno, gordo.
¿Cómo?
¿Qué está haciendo, gordo?
A esta hora, bueno, repasando. 70. Chao. Vamos a ver 100, vamos a ver 20.
Está bien, gordo, bueno. Es que está tranquilo ya.
22, 22, 25, 26, 29. Correcto. 8. Ya, pues. Sí. Que reinicie. Inicia es una... Listo, chavales, creo que ya por hoy, bueno, por ayer, pero pues, solo que tengo que ir.
Hola, la verdad es gordo.
Ah,
La ya re bien gordo.
sí, ya esto que es lo que probablemente lo más valioso que pregunte, ya está. Este marica de todo un carajo. Me va a suscribir.
Bueno, muchachos, yo me voy. Hablamos más tarde, pues. Hablamos más tarde. Estamos como
Ah, espérate, una cosa. Un poppercito. Entonces 49, ¿no? Muy corto.
Vamos, yo creo que también me pego, todo bien.
Está bien, bro. Voy a hacer un viaje más de un tamaño bloque.
The city was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's growing on.
126, 7,
Nice to see a happy tourist
26 a
smiling.
64.
Fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
No, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Give me a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Ah, ya. 28. 34. Okay.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
192, ¿no? Because
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
oh, yeah.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know,
32.
I know it was very wrong.
It's all right.
248.
But hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, fudeu! Meu conta eu quero saber da culpa.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, dá uma lição nele.
Roubar, roubar, roubar.
Ladrão, filha da puta, vai atrás de inocentes. Vai ver como aparecer contigo mesmo aqui. É aqui que você vai se acontecer, caralho. Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho. Eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta. Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário. Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão. Esse desafio. Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question.
Answer him.
Bueno, tío, yo también me tengo que ir, ¿eh? Tendría que estar. Estoy en bloque de descanse.
What are you doing here?
Sí.
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here? Hit me in the ear. Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on. I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente te anda contigo. Eu te prometo, cara. Tu ama os
last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too. Special Forces painkillers. The security switch had to be in that booth. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Porra, você tá tentando fazer?
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer. I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. They had their body armor. I had Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money? I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was. 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were. My illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who'd act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver. It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. That would have been too easy. This was a waste of time. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro com o Banco Boitatá. Para sua casa, o seu carro ou o seu negócio. Venha falar com Boitatá.
Threatens to be the worst volcanic eruption in Ecuador for 40 years.
The epidemic of violence that grips Brazil's major cities continues to worsen. On Monday, a massive gun battle between drug gangs and special forces police in the favela of Nova Esperanza left 150 people dead or critically injured. Mayoral candidates were divided on the reactions to the altercation. Camila Machado blamed the police force for acting without restraint and effective government oversight. Victor Bronco, whose eldest brother was murdered last week and whose youngest brother is missing and is feared to have been an innocent victim in Monday's gun battle, issued a statement calling for more funding for law enforcement and vowing to stop at nothing to make Sao Paulo safe again. In Buenos Aires, the world's largest chorizo caused quite a stir.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end. I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own. Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
What are you hoping to achieve here? You have served your purpose! This is where you... Doing so well! You had to go and spoil it!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
I hope it was all worth it! We must see what a joke you are! You should know when to walk away! Diego, my regards! Thank you for all the fine work! I'll think of you when I get...
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them, too. Every last one of those bastards.
Check-in. Come on, bastards.
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag. These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need. It opened at the other end of the departure lounge. They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport. Terminal was down the escalators. Didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both. We were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Son of a bitch!
Didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Tenha uma boa viagem, senhor. I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker. Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! 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 Me dê cobertura, funciona!
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Guys are running in over on the right! Now! Over to the right! Oh, look good! Come on! We got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without us! Come on! Don't give up! Shit! That about sums it up. They've set up a roadblock. Of course they have their armored personal vehicle. We're driving into it. I'm normally a behind-the-desk kind of cop. If only I've been one of them. That's them. Asshole. Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with. Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a lift!
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway.